my YouTube channel, and I hope you're all doing very well. So in today's video I'm going to be giving you an informative video on how to kickstart and get into whether it will be a weight loss journey, a fitness journey, or just an overall you want to kickstart. It's January and you just want to get on and just start to feel better, work out, and just jump on the journey, jump on a 2021 lifestyle journey. So like I said, this is for anybody looking for useful tips and tricks what to have if you are going to be joining a weight loss journey. It doesn't have to be weight loss, it can be fitness, it can be wanting to change your diet style, your nutrition. So if you are interested in finding out what my top tips are while starting to develop a new lifestyle, then please keep on watching. So number one, the most important thing ever is to find a program that works for you. So I am starting my journey, as you guys know, for the 500th time. I mean, the way that I've got to look at it though is I have maintained, and I haven't maintained, but I've never put on the weight originally that I started off at, so that's a good thing. But I'm going back to what I know, which is RWL. It used to be called Results with Lucy, but now it's called Results with Wellness, I think. I can never pronounce things. So that plan works for me. It's fantastic. It's for anybody. It's not just for weight loss. It's for people that are wanting to build up their fitness, just have a nutrition guys, wanting to eat better, wanting to feel better, having better skin, not feeling lethargic. And that plan is just an all-rounder. It has a massive variety range of workouts, from yoga to Pilates to dance fit to HIIT to high intensity training to weight training. It's got it all. It's fantastic. So when I say find a plan that's right for you, find it, because whatever you are wanting to do, make sure you research and find that plan is going to be beneficial to you before you lay down any money. And always look for plans that have 3-day trials as well. So with RWL you actually get 7 days free, and don't sign up to ones that give you 1 or 2 days. What are you going to find in 1 or 2 days? Nothing. Don't lay down any money as well for fitness things, because I find that that's a bit of a thing. Like, what if you don't like it? What if you think that's not your type of working out? You're not going to enjoy it, and then you've just spanked like £50 minimum or £30, and you're like, I'm not going to get that back and I'm not going to use it. So it's not helpful. So always go with a plan that you can find a free trial for, because that's going to be amazing. Okay, again, you're not going to get your full benefit in 7 days, but you're going to get a real eye-opener for it. I mean, that's a whole week you're being given to have access to everything and to establish what the food's going to be like, what the workouts are going to be like, what varieties you've got. So always find a plan that's going to have a trial-based period before you lay down any money, because it's going to be really beneficial. So find a plan that works for you, and also find what's going to work for, like, why are you joining? Do you want to lose weight? Do you want a certain weight plan? Do you want a certain high intensity plan? Make sure you do your research, because I just find that with most of these things, apart from RWL, it's like they don't really portray and put out that what exactly you're going to find on their plan. They just show all the amazing after photos. That's all they show constantly, after photos, but the before and after photos, but like nothing about what's in the plan. And I just think it's not helpful. So that is number one. So number two is get yourself a diary, and also get yourself a meal planner. So what I've got is, I've just picked up an example for you, because I'm actually yet to buy myself a proper journal for 2021. So let's start. You want to get organised, you want to make sure that you are ready, you've got something in front of you. I don't know about you, but with me, I have to have something in front of me or I don't follow it. I don't know what it is. It's terrible. That's how I stay on point. I'm almost 30 years old and I need something in front of me to tell me what to do, or I just don't stick to it. It's just me. You guys may be better than me, but so what you need to do is, if you're like me, if you want something in front of you, get yourself a plan and a diary. So two things. So what you're going to need, I mean, this one is the big plan. So like I said, I picked this up from B&M. The only thing which is annoying is it's not magnetic, because it could go on your fridge. Hey ho, tear them off, get a magnet, Bob's your uncle, it's on your fridge. But this one is the big plan. So it's got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, blah 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 blah, and then it's got AM and PM, and then it's got things to do. This is going to be really good for people that just want to, they've got jobs to do, and if there's certain things that you want to organise, you can do that. This is perfect for like my YouTube filming. I'm going to organise myself and everything. So they have got this. They also do the meal plan ones. So you've got Monday, Tuesday, obviously 3 to the week, and they don't have breakfast, lunch and dinner. But what I used to do is just put a ruler underneath it and put breakfast, lunch and dinner, and then that way again it just comes like this and you just meal plan. So what you want to do is get yourself a meal plan one, because that way you are definitely going to stay on top of it, you're going to stay on plan. I don't know about you, again, if you don't meal prep, if you don't organise, the first thing you're going to do is walk into your kitchen and eat the naughtiest thing going, and that's the quickest way to slip off. So get yourself a meal plan, and then I also advise you to get a diary as well. And it can be anything, any type of diary, because document your progress, write down your thoughts, write down your feelings. You're going to have good days, you're going to have bad days, you know, and if you're going into a weight loss transition, sometimes you're going to have more bad days than good days, because it's really hard, you know, but you started it, you want to make a change, and that diary will be fantastic to write down the thoughts that you're feeling, how crappy you feel, what's motivating you to do it. Just keep a whole track. You know, sometimes you feel like you can't talk to people about what you're going through, so you're going to have this diary and imagine the end of it, like it's fantastic. Like read back at it and you will see like the progression of how far you've come, and you'll find that you'll also have a transformation in the way that you think as well. So have yourself a meal planner, have yourself a journal. They are going to be the best things for you to have while kickstarting your fitness journey. Yeah, diving into like my third thing is this meal planning. This is so big. If you're somebody that goes to work, if you're somebody that doesn't have kids, that just doesn't have a lot of time in your hand, on your weekends, bulk cook and get yourself ready for the week. If you really want this, if you really want to achieve results, bulk cook, get everything meal prepped, and you're not going to fall off. Pick out what you want to eat for the week. If you're somebody that's happy to cook every night and happy to cook all your lunches and all your breakfasts, plan your meals. Again, plan your meals if you're going to bulk buy, but plan what you're happy to have for the following 3 days, and then mix it up a bit. So I don't know, choose a rest, like let's say you want to have chicken and vegetables for 3 days, and then after 3 days you want to have fish and veg. I don't know, you know, just mixing it up. But just bulk cook at the weekends if you really don't have the time. Like I said to you, the quickest way to fall off plan is by not meal prepping. And when you're really hungry, I've been there, I've done it. When you're really hungry, you go into the kitchen and you pick up the first thing that's easiest to you, a biscuit, making toast, I don't know, drinking a bottle of Coke. Add all those up together, where's your nutrients? There's nothing. So meal planning, absolutely, make sure you jump on board. Also in meal planning, pop yourself to B&M. If you're going to do any bulk buying or any bulk buying, any meal prepping, you're going to need storage containers. So if it's for dinners and stuff, get yourself to B&M or The Range or Poundland or where have you. I always pick up these takeaway containers, which I absolutely love. So these are the foil containers. You can get small ones and you can get like the rectangular ones. They're like the ones that come with your curries. They're perfect because you can stick them in the freezer, but what I really like about them is you get this, and then what you can do is write down what the food is and the date that you cooked it and the date that you pretty much put it in the freezer, and this way is fantastic. These are not so good if you're going to be going to work and taking them to work. You can get other tubs that are microwavable, that you can just get them on Amazon, eBay, anywhere. There's loads of different ones. You can get plastic ones, glass ones, but if you're bulk cooking and you need stuff to put in the freezer, I got 10 here for £1. It's fantastic. very, very highly recommend to do that. You can stay organised, you know what it is, and yeah, absolutely perfect. Okay, so next thing you're gonna need is a measuring tape. Scales, I've got 100 million different views on it, and I'm sure everybody else does. The problem with scales is it's great to weigh yourself, it really is, but then it can also become a mind F as well. Because the thing is when you start working out, when you start changing your diet, your body doesn't take into account when you're building muscle, and just everything, water retention, if you're on your periods, just heavy, bloatingness, everything, like it doesn't take it to account. So I just find that it can really send someone, like you can be really excited starting, and then let's just say you've been working out for 6 weeks, you've really stuck to it, you haven't done anything wrong, you're on your period, you step on the scale, you weigh yourself and you're heavier than what you started, and you're that's it, that's enough to throw you off, that's enough for you to go in the kitchen, pick up the biggest bar of chocolate and be like, sod this, I've done everything I can and it's not working. And it's not that it's not working, it's just you've weighed yourself at the wrong time, and it's just too much. So what I do is I weigh myself the first day that I do start my weight loss transition, and then I would not weigh yourself until you have completely finished, because it's not accurate, it doesn't take into account all the facts that I've just spoken about. So what you want to do is, this is your real test. This is what's going to tell you if you generally have stuck to your weight loss and if you've generally lost centimetres or inches. I am telling you now. So what you need to do is, like I said, with your diary, at the beginning of your transition, the journey that you're starting, you are going to measure both your arms, left and right. We've always got one bigger than the other, again, so don't get too like overboard with that. But yeah, measure both your arms, you're going to measure your bust, you're going to measure your waist, you're going to measure your hips, and you're going to measure both of your thighs. You're going to record that in your book. And I would say redo it you can do it for the first 2 weeks in, because you lose your most, and then after that do it on a monthly, because you lose your most in the 2 weeks, and then sometimes it can start to slow down, and then this is where it gets really hard as well, because you're not losing so much as you did. Again, people then are like, oh, do you know what, I've only lost a pound, but do you know what, it's not a 5-minute fix. If you're doing this properly, you just got to grin and bear it. And the worst thing is the last thing to go is your stomach, which is where most of my bagel weight is, which is just really annoying. But yeah, just stick with it. So always use your tape measure, weigh-in scales, bye bye, arrivederci, see us later. Like, you don't need it. Get yourself a measuring tape. You can buy these anywhere, like even on Amazon probably, any B&M store, Poundland, where have you. Brings me to the next bit of, everybody says to me, how do you stay motivated? How do you stay motivated? How do you keep going? What are your tips? What are your tricks? Why is it that you can stay on plan and I can't? I will give you the most simplest answer to the whole of that. I take progress pictures. They're the things that keep me motivated. Trust me, I hate it. I am such a foodie and I love eating so much. But the thing that keeps me going is my mind, the determination, the strive that you want, but also it's the profile pictures. So again, what you need to do, get rid of the scales. You need to take before photos of you in like underwear or naked or what have you. If you're doing it for social media, have a bit of clothing on. But if you're doing it for yourself, I mean, what I do is I take one with knickers and what have you on, and I take one without. I want to see the full progress. So you take your before photos. Again, take them in 2 weeks time, but then do it on a monthly. And if you do that, that is going to keep you on plan. I cannot tell you how much, just by looking at photos, you will notice your love handles going in, or you're getting a little six-pack, or your arms have got toner, or your back. This is what keeps you on plan. I cannot stress to you anymore. Don't start taking the photos every day, because that's just ridiculous. And don't take them weekly, because you're not going to notice the huge difference to give you the determination to be like, I'm doing this, you know. So I would say take them Before you start, your 2 weeks, and then monthly after that. Must do it, must do it. Keep it on your phone. Next thing, you're going to need some decent workout gear. Now I know that sounds ridiculous, but I'm being honestly serious. I have been through so many workout gears that don't hold your boobs. My boob goes flying out, or my stomach is like wobbling everywhere. It's not secure. The trousers are falling down. It's just an absolute nightmare. If you want decent workout gear, you're going to have to put the money in. I'm telling you now, I've tried every cheap brand you can probably imagine, and it's just useless. The main ones to stick to is Nike, Adidas, Under Armour, I think that's how you pronounce it. They've got some fantastic sports bras. Gymshark, I don't know, I find it so overrated, and yet I've never had a set. But there's just something where I haven't checked out. I just think they're so extra. I think you're just paying for the name more with them, because I look at their sports bras and they don't look anything like how Under Armour look. Like, they look extremely supportive. But that's just my opinion. Elise, I've always worn their stuff. I love their stuff. I'm trying to think. Women's Best, I've heard that the leggings are good, but the bras are not good support. PLT is terrible. Don't try PLT sportswear. A, it's see-through, and B, my boobs were going everywhere on the treadmill. It was the most embarrassing thing ever. So yeah, if you want decent workout gear, put the money in. You're also going to need a workout mat. You can purchase them anywhere. Again, my advice to you is make sure you get a nice thick one. I don't know if you're like me, but when you go down to do like not burpees, if you go down to do like mountain climbers or the plank, and you find that your knees and your hands are really hurting because your workout mat is so thin, make sure you get a nice foam one. Or if you've got wooden flooring, you can buy they're like the puzzle pieces, and sometimes they're really good because they're not going to slip. Make sure you get a non-slip mat as well. There is nothing worse when you're working out and the thing is going everywhere, and oh my god. Again, put a little bit of money into it and get yourself a decent workout mat. You're also going to need some dumbbells as well. Now, my lord, during lockdown, I think everyone went dumbbell crazy. Like, there was no dumbbells anywhere. I haven't researched recently because I literally just gave up hope. Like, to the point where Amazon were trying to sell, what was it, 8 kilo dumbbells for like £70. I was just like, are you taking the absolute Michael? But anyways, what I would say is if you're brand new, you can buy a set. I'll put a photo now of like where I think you've got 2, 3 and 5, and that set's fantastic. It's for beginners, and that way you can like do like a little progress, level up. You've got like 3 stages there. Obviously if you're not new to fitness and you want to go higher, have a look at Amazon or Argos, but I really could not tell you if they're in stock. Oh my god, should we have a laugh? Let's have a look. Let's have a quick look, because honestly, I've been trying to get hold of like 10 kilo dumbbells forever. Look, $78.99 for what size? 5 kilos. You're winding me up. And what, it can't come till February? You're gonna have to look around, but the small sets, I know they're available. They should be, if you want to work towards, if you're a beginner and you need to work up. And even if you're not, if you've got no dumbbells, these are brilliant. You know, I think they do include 5k, and that is pretty heavy, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, make sure you get those. Also, a decent pair of trainers. Now, because I've tried 2 things. I've tried working out, because if you're going to be doing home workouts, working out sometimes without trainers, I've tried it, it's hell. I don't know how people do it. I just can't do it without trainers. So I recommend get yourself a pair of trainers. They don't have to be really expensive. I actually got mine from Primark and they're bomb. Like, they're really, really good. But just to put it out there, if you're going to do home workouts, I mean, whatever works for you. I can't work out without trainers. It's just weird. I lose my momentum and it all goes a bit pear-shaped for me. So make sure you've got yourself some trainers. So yeah, I'm going to go in and speak to you about a couple of apps that I think are going to work well for you. So this one is for the ladies. So I have the OVIA app. So I have this obviously because I can track my ovulation. But I have this so I know when I'm going to be due on. Now, this is a huge factor for when you're like on a weight loss journey, because any girl knows you can freaking eat when you're due on and when you're on. honestly, there's a day, I think it's like 2 days before my period, where I literally eat the fridge. It's ridiculous the amount I can eat, and this is going to be really helpful for you. You know, if you're going to have a day where you're like, why am I eating so much? You know, you're going to know that your period is coming, so you can prepare things like really healthy snacks, but they're treats, if that makes sense. So if you're wanting something chocolatey, you can make like avocado brownies or snowballs or things like that, so you know that your period is going to come up and that you can prepare so that you don't fall off the wagon. Because like I said to you, I can eat the fridge. I can eat the contents in the fridge, and I can eat the fridge. I kid you not. So that's going to be an app for the ladies. The next one is probably what you've heard of, is my Fitness Pal. So if you're wanting to track your calories or your calorie intake, you put everything into my Fitness Pal. I think you can even like scan the barcodes now and it will come up. It will tell you what calories are in there. So yeah, that's another app. Just quickly, if you do go with RWL, they've got an app as well now, which is fantastic. When I first joined, it was about 5 years ago, they didn't have it, and it's so cool now because you can even pick the recipes that they've had and you can put it on your diary of what you've had, and it will deduct and it will write down all the calories and everything that you've had. And what I've done is, if I didn't do an RWL recipe but it was similar, I would find a recipe similar and then add it into my diary. So yeah, RWL does have a app. So yeah, the next thing you're going to want for your transformation pictures for your before and the after, you're going to want to download apps. So I've got the Collage Maker Grid Pick, and then I've also got Pick Collage, and then there's also Collage Maker. So I will leave everything in the description box below anyway. They are all free, I believe. Sometimes they charge a fee if you want to upgrade like a template or something, or an extra frame with a heart in it. I don't know. But those are the apps that you're going to want for if you're doing like your before and after photos, and always save them as well. Make sure you've always got them, because you can look back at the whole progress, and trust me, it's just such a brilliant story to watch. If you're wanting to track your BMI, there is an NHS BMI calculator. And then there's like some other ones as well. Now, I've got my own opinions about BMI. I mean, I think I'm classed as severely obese, which is really annoying, but hey ho. I just find that it's never done accurate. Like, I know I'm overweight, but I ain't severely obese. Like, I can assure you, I'm a size 14. I'm not a size like 551. So I have my own versions about BMIs. I think a lot of people do anyway, but if you do want that, that is available. So that's pretty much everything in terms of apps that you're going to need. The other thing is that with your fitness, your sleeping's going to get better if it's no good at the start, which mine isn't. It's horrific. So to kickstart, once you finally have got into the rhythm, week 2, 3, you're feeling really good, there's another app that you can get. You can get like sleeping apps that help you just like unwind and help you like go to sleep, and then you've got this man talking to you like this. I don't know. If you're into that shit, they've got it. So yeah, that's another app that you can download. So if you can shop the freshest fruit and vegetables, you can. So what I mean by this is supermarkets like Waitrose is really good. Sainsbury's is really, Sainsbury's do the best avocados. Like, it's taken me a very long time to find out who does the best avocado. There is nothing worse when you cut into the avocado and it's brown or it's hard and you can just throw it at your ex-partner. It's beyond a joke. So Sainsbury's, shout out to you guys because you do the best avocados. But most supermarkets do okay. Places, it's not me being a snob. When it comes to food, I really don't mind putting in the money, but I know a lot of people might not be able to do that. But there is a place, try and find it. With me, I found one. I found like a garden centre that sells fresh produce. Oh my god, you don't realise the difference in food. Like, it actually has taste. Like, sometimes when I go buy courgettes from like supermarkets, after I've cooked them, they are foul. They are the worst tasting things ever. I bought them from their garden centre and they had the yellow ones as well, which is epic. And oh my god, the taste is how it should be. The carrots, the potatoes. So I'm actually going to do a video of you guys showing you about fresh produce and meal planning. That'll be coming up next. But if you can, try and get to a farm or try and get veg boxes delivered to your door. The fresher, the more organic your fruit and veg are, the more you're going to get. I just stress that to you. I think put the money into your food, because at the end of the day you are what you eat, and if you really want to look after yourself, you're going to eat the best that you can. Next thing, you're going to want to up your water intake, so grab yourself a water bottle that will motivate you to drink water. Now I know that sounds ridiculous, but if you're like me, I mean, water's not the favourite drink I run to go get, and so you can go to Poundland, B&M again, pick up your water bottles, or you can purchase Hydrate Mate. You can purchase the Hydrate Mate M8, yeah, bottles. They do some funky ones, they do ones for kids as well, and what it is it's got the timings on it of how much you should be drinking a day. So it's got 8 AM, 9 AM, 10 PM, 11 PM, 12 PM, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then it's like well done, refill. And you can get like loads of like different colours in them. They've got them on Amazon now, which is fab. It's $11.99, and I just highly recommend it. It makes drinking a bit more fun. I find that it's perfect because when you've just got a bottle of water, you're not drawn to it. I think when it's in a fancy thing, you're more likely going to drink it, and you can see how much you've drunk as well. And what I suggest you do is when you get to the end and you are refilling it, make note of it in your diary on what day how much you've drank, the intake has been as well. So yeah, make sure you up your water intake, put it in a fancy bottle, and there you go. Next things I want to talk to you about are watches. Some people like to track and see how many calories they've burnt, what their heart rate's been like, how many kilometers or what have you they've done. So Apple, I'm not saying go out and buy an Apple Watch, like they're expensive, I'm not gonna lie. But you can get like Fitbits, Apple Watches. I haven't got one yet. Like, I'm giving the advice, but I've not really taken my own. I actually do really want one. Was looking at Apple Watches the other day. But you don't even have to have a Fitbit. There's other substitutes as well. If that's something that you want to do, then by all means get it. Again, it's not a massive necessity. It just goes down to personal preference, whoever wants to track all that. Sometimes your phone can pick up a certain amount of stuff. But if that's something that you want, if that's something that you're going to rely on, then yep, by all means, that's another suggestion. Go out and grab that one. The other thing I want to talk to you about, very minor, you may know about it, but some of you, if you're doing home workouts and you're doing it on your laptop, to me, it's so frustrating. I can't do a home workout just on the laptop. If you are wanting to put it on your big screen, make sure you've got a HDMI cable, and all you've got to do is plug it in from your Xbox, or I say Xbox because that's what I plug it into, or a Roku box or whatever you have. Take the HDMI out, put it in your laptop, and then you can work out in full mode view, because there's nothing worse when you have to go down on the floor and do burpees and what have you, and then you're trying to like bend your laptop to see what kind of workout you're doing. It can just get really frustrating. So yeah, make sure you invest in an extra HDMI cable if you don't have one. I recommend doing is creating a mood board and a motivational board. So this is fantastic for people like me that lose motivation in less than 24 hours. It's terrible. So what this is like your vision board, your manifest as people call it. So what you're going to do is cut out pictures of when you was like happier, or something that you want to work towards, like a holiday, or you want to go back to a certain weight that you are, or you just want to feel better and achieve more, like get better with stamina, you want to run a marathon or something. So what you want to do is create this board, put all the ideas that you want or whatever you're working to on this board, and put it in your room. And every morning that you're going to wake up, you're going to have that motivation there. You know, we all get those hard days. It's every day with me. If I don't have pasta, I become a crazy lady. But you know, you're gonna wake up, you're gonna look at that board and be like, it's worth not eating 4 plates of pasta and a chocolate bar and a Chinese takeaway and all this and all that. But it's such a minor thing, but I think as you're doing it as well, you really get like hyped and excited and like, I'm ready to take on the world. So definitely create your own mood board of what you're working towards. Another massive thing I want to point out when doing things like this is don't be so hard on yourself if you have a bad day, if you slip up. Don't beat yourself up. Don't say, right, I'll start again tomorrow. Do you know how many times I said I'll start again tomorrow? Oh my God. But like 5 years I've been saying it. And you don't get anywhere with it. If you eat something bad, it's fine. One bad meal is not going to change your results. If you continue with it throughout the day and throughout other days and weeks and months, then yeah, it's going to affect your result. If you've generally had a bad day, eat it. Get in the shower, shower it off and start the day as new. Do not beat yourself up about it. Do not stop the journey. It just happens. We're human. Your body was obviously craving for it. Just go with it. Don't beat yourself up about it. It's really, really not worth it. At the end of the day, it's 80-20 rule. And, you know, it's 80% nutrition, 20% exercise, but you also need to realise that you can have balance and it's everything in moderation. You must learn that. That is so important when doing this. You know, my goal was to finally get to my goal weight, eat really well Monday, Friday, and then weekends be my treat days, and then you jump back into it. And if you keep that momentum, you will always have a balanced lifestyle. You can enjoy your treats, but you also, your body is not going to lack every vitamin and nutrients that it needs. So yeah, please do not beat yourself up about it if you have a bad day. Eat it, like I said, have a shower, wash it away, wake up fresh in the morning and smash our workout. The other thing I want to speak to you is about finding the right time for your workouts. Now, it's only, they say I think it's only 4% out of your day doing a workout, but you need to find the right time for you. So with me, it's the mornings now. I love getting up, doing the school run, and then I have my coffee, and then before work, I do my workout, shower, and I'm ready for work, and then it's done. I feel fresh, I feel ready for the day, and I know that if I'm delaying it into the evening, the evenings become chaotic for me because I've got a little one, I've got a man to feed. You know, the evenings you just want to unwind, you want to feed everyone, and you just want to chill. If the evenings work well for you, that's absolutely fine, but for me, I'm like a dead zone after work. When I'm now staring at a laptop every day for 8 hours, I'm just like, I mean, it's quite good probably to work out after, but you're mentally exhausted. So I like to move before. Some days I might do it after work, knowing that I've been sat at a desk and it's like, it's too much. But for me, it works well in the mornings. But find what works for you and stick with it, and then that way you'll find you won't end up falling off. Like if you've got something planned the next day and you're not going to do it in your routine, know of that and then make up for it, or do extra, or what have. Oh, do you know what, I don't recommend always doing extra because geez Louise, the ache 2 days after is quite something. But just find a time that's right for you and stick with it. You'll find that if you do it at so many different times in the day, you don't know if you're coming or going, and if there's a routine with it, if you get yourself into a routine, your body knows. And yeah, make sure you find the right time for you, and trust me, it will pay off. Also, follow any Facebook group or Instagram. Instagram is fantastic. Do you know what? Social media has two things. It has its perks and it has its horrible time. Yeah, it has its trolling, but social media has a fantastic thing for women that are trying to lose weight. Men as well, but more so women. There are so many women that support other women, and if it's motivation that you need, if it's looking at other women going through the same transition as you, Instagram is such the place to find it. If you don't feel comfortable about showing your progress, that's absolutely fine, but watch everybody else, talk to other girls, see how they're feeling. At the end of the day, this women support women on Instagram is phenomenal. So join a group that you feel really comfortable with. If it is RWL, there's so many girls in there that are so supportive. Everyone gives the time of day to you. Privately message them, say, hey, have you got any advice, having a bad day today? Anything, anybody, go on there and get yourself on these groups, because they are so beneficial when it comes to starting out. You can feel so lost and so on your own with these things, and don't let that put you off, because there are always people going through the same situation and are in the same boat, and you know what, it's all about women supporting women and coming together, and it's not a competition, and that's what some people need to realise. I noticed it in my past days that it became a competition with some people, and it's like, that's not what it's about. We're not here to have a competition. We're here to support women and make people feel better about themselves, gain confidence, gain motivation, have a healthy lifestyle, full of good food, good health, and yeah, that's what it's all about. So get yourself onto some growth. So guys, that is pretty much an introduction to everything that you need to start or kickstart a health journey. It's January, it's 2021. This year is going to be a phenomenal year. Think positive, achieve, sweat, and look after your body, and that's what it's all about. Guys, I will leave everything in the description box below, all the apps that I've spoken about, like the journals, measuring tapes, everything what you need in the description box below. And guys, follow me on Instagram, and if you've got any questions, then please feel free to DM me. I am going through this as well. Like I said to you, I'm going to be doing weekly vlogs showing you my progress, so I'm following RWL. Again, I'll leave the link of that in the description box below. And yeah, you know, we're all in the same boat. Let's just get healthy and feel good, because that's what. Guys, I am going to check out and leave this video here. I hope it was really helpful into knowing what to have to get started. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button, because it will help me out so much. And yeah guys, good luck if you're starting your journey. Like I said, reach out to me on Instagram, and I wish you all very well. And don't forget to look out for the weekly weight loss transition vlogs. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye guys.